pride, so let's raise better days in jail, so I'm quiet. Trying not to get stuck in a race riot. I can't buy it when I hear that's the enemy. Cause I'm knowing deep down they some kin to me. Still I got to defend mine. Between love and hate, it's a thin line. So I take it with a grain of salt. Cause I'm really not knowing who to blame or fault. For this tension, I mention the skunk. Not Cruz KB, the blue-eyed punk. Playing both sides against each other. Now that's the real mother. You gotta join on to your own. The question is, can we keep it all in the family? Stop letting outside people in your circle and take away everything that you work for. Show love for yourself if you're willing to stop the killer. We can stop the killing and you can keep the peace. Stop the killing and the rest in peace.
Revolutionary greetings. It's Haki Kweli Shakur, man, coming at you today. First, I just want to say thanks to the Creator, thanks to my ancestors, thanks to the universe, and just thankful, for the breather's air that I'm breathing right now, man. Coming to you today on this topic, I want to drop on you real quick and chop it up with y'all real quick about. This video is called The Ignorant Pride / P.S.E.S. First part of this video, man, I'm going to be touching on what I deem as ignorant pride, man. And I'm going to break that down to y'all real, simple and easy so y'all can get it, you know what I mean? Because I just want to talk about this real quick, man, because I think it's really a big hindrance in our community, man, and our progress as a new African people in America, man. So I'm going to touch on that. Second half of the video going to be a real quick breakdown of the political, nation-state theory that the OG ancestor Amari Obadella used to push that line on our people, man. And it's a real dope, I think, structured system that I think we need to get back to. But, most of us are still pushing that line. But I'm just going to, touch on it real quick for the people who don't really know nothing about that nation-state theory, which is called P.S.E.S, man, which is your political, social, economic structure, man, which is what we really need to be focusing on. And it seems we just get so distracted, man, with all this simple madness and this, the ignorant pride that we're not, man, we've just been in a big standstill for the last decade, I'm going to say, you know what I mean? Even though, some of the OGs, they've been putting it down. They've been, making progress over the years, and I just want to salute those OGs. I want to say a big rest in peace to Chokwe Lumumba, who was actually putting that in to creation and progress down there in the Kush district of Mississippi, man, of the Republic of New Africa. So the Jackson, Mississippi, economic, rising program and structure is a prime example we need to take a look at, man. And across these 50 states, not even just the Republic of New African district and the Black Belt, even though that's the core where we want to set these things up at in the southern states, take 5, we really need to implement this for our people all across the United States of America, man, because we can get it done, politically, economically, and socially, man, in every state. We just got to know how to do it, and start doing it. But first, I'm going to just touch on this ignorant pride subject I want to talk on. But first, man, just let me say this, man. I just want to say, man, it's really effed up what the European media is doing right now, man. Y'all ain't showing no coverage. Y'all ain't, pushing that, equal, how can I say that equal, overstanding and showing the world what be happening to African people across the globe, man. I just want to say that's effed up, man. It's been like a major tragedy in what I deem as the Holy Land and the righteous land of Nigeria, man, where the 234 something females from 16 to 18 was kidnapped, and y'all cats ain't show no coverage and ain't been touching on the subject, man. Why? I'm gonna tell y'all people why. Because it's an eternal oppressive violent actions on our own kind, man. Some of you deem as black on black crime. See, when it comes to black on black crime, man, they don't want to touch on that shit. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna touch it because it ain't got nothing to, you know, it's really basically helping them. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about on the bigger picture. But, you know, they're not gonna touch that, man, because it ain't no profits, there's no money, no oil, no resources involved in that. I just wanted to clear that up to the people who wonder why they're not showing nothing about those poor little Nigerian females, you know what I'm saying? Our future mothers, our future generations been kidnapped by some colonized, ignorant, you know what I mean, religious cats, you know what I mean, pushing this, you know what I'm saying, Islamic, you know what I mean, radical shit, you know what I mean, but y'all cats gonna get y'all gonna get y'all day, man, because she gonna see about that, man. Swift justice, I say. But let me get on this subject with this video about ignorant pride. What I mean by ignorant pride, man. Oh, man. Ignorant pride, man. It's... this ain't even about the cats, you know what I'm saying? This ain't about the unconscious cats, you know what I mean? But I'm going to put it to you like this. This video not about the cats I deem as street combatants, you know what I mean? As far as the, you know, cats out here thugging, cats out here gangbanging, you know what I mean? This ain't about the street orgs and just the street combatants, period. And our everyday people, you know what I'm saying, in the struggle, who live in the projects, who live in the slums, you know what I mean? Even your everyday 9-to-5 class, man, you know what I mean? This ain't about them, man, because a lot of them, they just don't know. You know what I mean? They unconscious. So I ain't even talking about them. You know what I mean? This video is about the ignorant pride of you cats who know better. You know what I mean? You cats, I see you every day. You know what I mean? Even in the community, social sites, anywhere, man. It's the cats that know better, man. It's the problem, man. And you be on these social sites every day, all day. I see you touching on subjects. I see you trying to kick knowledge. I see you trying to deliver, you know what I'm saying, what you deem as, you know, I don't like to use the word conscious community, but you can talk, you can put them people in that equation also. All those type cats, you know what I mean? I see you getting down every day on the social sites, man. But the problem with y'all cats, and I'm going to say this is about 80% of y'all cats, is like, stop fronting, man. You know what I mean? Like, cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's getting to the point where y'all cats make me want to not even be involved with y'all cats and even trying to, you know, communicate and build with y'all cats, because you cats are so full of ignorant pride. And what I mean by ignorant pride is the cats that know what's right. You know what I'm saying? And know what we trying to do. But at the same time, they're not supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like, this even for the cats in my city. You know what I mean? And I know these cats are in every city. I know they are all across the United States of America, even globally. You know what I mean? All across the internet. You know what I mean? You kicking this facade. You kicking this image that you bought liberation for our people, man. But at the same time, you cats' pride is so ignorant and you so full of it. It's like you're non-supportive, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see this shit every day on the internet, man. Like, it ain't even about that. It's about off the internet. It's like we do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? I big them up for, you know, dropping them jewels every day on the internet. You know what I mean? Kicking their knowledge and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But behind that, it's a responsibility of action. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even about, you know, trying to, like, you know, how can I put this, man? It's not even about trying to, like, sit there and try to, you know, I mean, we need y'all, you know what I'm saying, like, to put the information out there. Don't get me wrong, but when you're not putting in no action that just raises eyebrows, man. Like, you got your righteous cats out here on the front line. Let me get to this. You got your righteous cats out here on the front line. You got your righteous movements on the front line. You got your cats out here who putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to our problems overall across the 50 states, you know what I'm saying? And we try to get people involved in certain things to go against the power structure to shut certain things down. Like, especially if a cat comes to you and asks you to do something. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, man. Like, these cats don't support it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. But you're supposed to be so-called conscious and so-called, I don't even like to use the word revolutionary because everybody ain't no revolutionary. You know what I mean? I'm going to just say you so want to be so-called righteous and a liberator. You know what I'm saying? But you are not helping out in no type of way. You don't kick no convo. You know what I'm saying? You don't big up your brother. You don't show your brothers no love. You don't show your sisters no love who are actually putting in the work. It's like you scared. I ain't gonna say scared. It's like your pride. You so full of ignorant pride mentally that you just can't support a brother, man. You just can't support a sister. You can't holler at a sister or a brother and be like, you know what I mean, good job. You know what I'm saying? Even if you might not agree with what we doing or what we saying. It's like, wow, man, you can at least support it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of weeks ago, man, I put up the petition about the stadium that the baseball stadium trying to build here in Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? In the last couple of months, I just been banging it out, putting the information out there, putting our story out there, our historical history here in Richmond on the on my pages and so forth. And this about the people that's in my town. Even the people outside of my town, I done seen a few cats that's kind of shaky. Like, I asked cats, could you, post that on your page or whatever, you know what I mean? You shouldn't even have to ask people. If you're so-called conscious, so-called righteous, and so-called down for our people, and so-called down for this umoja/unity and building up something and building up, just building, period, I shouldn't even have to ask you, you know what I mean, to post that on your page, or you come on the page and ask me, what can I do to support that? You know what I mean? But you don't say nothing. That's ignorant pride, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the people even in my hometown that's crazy, man. Like, I see some of these cats, some of these sisters, you know what I mean, and these dudes, sometimes they be on there kicking this righteous talk, you know what I mean, putting information out there. But when we really putting something up there and showing that we need you to get involved, you cats don't show up, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, you cats don't say nothing. You don't. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you all the times I posted those petitions or whatever about the Afrikan burial grounds and shutting down this power structure and this beast trying to build up this stadium over our ancestors' historical history. You know what I mean? I guarantee you a great percentage of the people on my pages from Richmond, ain't none of them people sign that petition, man. I guarantee you, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like this, like the comrade says, like, they're either mad because they're not doing it, or they're not the first to do that, or what I say, they're just full of ignorant pride, and that ignorant pride don't want them to support a brother. You see what I'm saying? It's like, where are we going to go with that, man? Where are we going to get with people like that, that's so-called in the conscious community, and so-called kicking this righteous liberation stuff on their pages every day, but they don't even support their brothers from their hometown, man. And even the cats out of state, it's like, you so-called about this unity in this building, but you're not helping brothers from state to state on certain issues, agendas that's brought forth, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you it's too much talk, man. I'm gonna just put it to you like, it's too much talking, man. You know what I mean? And it's the small things that these cats so full of ignorant pride don't even support. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me, man. Like, how can we kick this stuff and you got people that's unconscious watching us and they're looking at us like, damn, why should I get involved when their own little structured movements don't support each other, man? You know what I'm saying? This ain't even about the OGs because the OGs already put that work in. You know what I mean? I salute the OGs of the New African Independence Movement. I'm not even looking for them to be like, you know what I mean? You know, like, really just putting their neck out there, you know what I mean, to support stuff like that. Because, I mean, they've been putting it down for generations and they paved the path. So they did their work. I'm talking about the cats who coming up now and around now. You know what I mean? It's like you pimping, man. You pimping the conscious community, man, for your hidden agendas. You know, you pimping. You want some kind of self-stardom or some self-fadism. You know what I mean? You wanna impress the people that don't know no better, but you know better. So you gonna pimp this conscious thing and this liberation thing and this so-called building up our people and building. You dig? But at the same time, use this out for self and some kind of self-fame and some old self, how can I put it? Some self-masturbation of your mind, man. You see what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, man. I ain't got no respect for you cats, man. And it's getting out of line to the point where I don't even want to associate with cats. And I ain't even trying to holler at cats. Like, I'm going to just fall back. You know what I mean? Because this ignorant pride is just swallowing our community, man. We're not supportive of each other, man. And it's trying to destroy that shit, man, and rebuild, man. Because that non-supportive shit is not going to get our new African nation built up and our, you know, our straight up formations that's under the New African Independence Movement and all formations, period, of the Black liberation struggle and the New African liberation struggle, man. Because I'm here trying to do some things, and these cats ain't trying to support it. You know what I mean? That's why we ain't getting nowhere with it. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna say we ain't getting nowhere with it, but you know, we ain't getting no huge following far as here in Richmond, Virginia, behind this African burial grounds thing, man. Because you cats so full of your ignorant pride, like, you know, cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't wrong for you to support a brother. It ain't wrong for you to big a brother up and drop, you know what I'm saying, some support of love and some supportive conversation and be like, yeah, I like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. And let's build. Or, you know, but you don't even support stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I post stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what cats' minds at. You know what I mean? And people in my state ain't about it, man. But it's all good. And even the cats out of state, you know what I'm saying? When I was talking about the African burial ground, I was trying to tell these cats straight up, like, this is an African problem, man. This is an African situation. This is African history that need to be protected, guarded, and everybody to get involved. Out of state people can sign a petition, man. But ain't none of some of these cats that they ain't even posted shit on their page, man. Like, I was like, wow. I'm like, wow, you talk all this every day. You talk all that. But damn, cuz you ain't even support a brother at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I ain't looking for no. After this date, you know what I'm saying, as I move forward, you know what I mean, I'm just building with the brothers who want to build with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, man, we got to kill this ignorant pride, man. It's a serious disease, man. You know what I mean? It's a mental disease. Because it's like, wow, man. Like, cats hiding behind the keyboard. Cats hiding in their own feelings. Non-supportive, man. And we don't need y'all cats, man. Y'all uncombative. Y'all ain't gonna help the situation at all. Now, let me get to the second part of this video, man, that I wanted to get to, man. The P.S.E.S, man. Just the structure, this nation-state theory that Amari Obadeli brought forth, man. And I'm straight gonna talk about this real quick before I shut this video down, man. What is the P.S.E.S, man? The P.S.E.S is your political, social, economical structure system. You know what I mean? That's New African nationalism. You know what I mean? I'm going to put it to you like that. And this is the thing that we need to get, man. We must build a nation. In order to build a nation, you got to have a system of structures. First, we got to start with this thing. And I want to tell y'all people what the real problem is with our people here in North America, man. Our African people in North America, man. We're so denationalized to the point that we don't even understand our nationality. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no, you know what I mean? We all walking around here thinking we're African Americans, man. We're not African Americans, man. You were never gave citizenship in this country for real, man. Because if you was given citizenship in this country, man, you wouldn't have the Voting Rights Act and systems set up by this power structure that's regulating you and controlling you and keeping you controlled, man. You see what I'm saying? Our free people don't have a Voting Rights Act, man. You know what I mean? You don't need these things in order to be a citizen, man. Because for one, we are entitled to this land. Because we built up this land. Our ancestors built up this land. So automatically, we are an indigenous nation colony right now just struggling to get free within the borders of the Empire of North America. You know what I mean? So first, we must understand how we've been denationalized, man. You know what I mean? And now we must become nationalized, which most of us are, who are conscious New Africans and conscious of the New African nation, the Republic of New Africa, and citizens of the Republic of New Africa, the provisional government of New Africa. You know what I mean? And the cats that are conscious of that, we already know, you know what I mean, our indigenous rights as far as this land. You know what I mean? So I'm just talking about the cats who are not aware that they are New African citizens of the Republic of New Africa, which is your birthright, because you're born into the New African nation if you're a descendant of New African and captured political prisoners, i.e. slaves. You know what I mean? So let's get that straight. First, we become nationalized. You know what I mean? And that's basically just being conscious of your nationality. And I'm just using an example. I'm conscious that I'm a New African. You see what I'm saying? So I'm nationalized because I know my nation. I know I'm indigenous. And I know I'm a New African. You know what I mean? Consciously. And I know my birthright. And plus, I know we're a nation within a nation that's colonized. And we are a colony within the Empire of America. And we're struggling to get free. So I'm nationalized. I'm just giving you an example. You know what I mean? Once you get your nationality down pat, which we do, and I'm putting this forth to give you an invitation to come join the New African nation, man. And that's just being aware and consciously that you are a New African nation within the Empire of North America, and you're part of this colony that's struggling to get free. And that's just being conscious of your history of being a descendant of, you know, and captured slaves. Second, nation statehood theory. What is that? Nation statehood theory is, and I'm gonna just break down the half of it. Nation state. What is nation state? Nation state is a theory that is simple. Economics is the foundation of any society. The social structure of which is developed out of the economic structure. While I ain't gonna say wow, with the political structure is created to protect both. Let me say that again, because I might have stumbled a little bit. Nation-state theory, nation-state theory is simple economics that is the foundation of any society, the social structure of which is developed out of an economic structure, which the political structure is created to protect both. So, the foundation of nation-state is economics. You see what I'm saying? So, once we get our economic structure built, which is providing for our sales and using self-determination, and this is imperative, self-determination, which is creating our own businesses, creating our own economy, creating our own financial system, which is a bank. Once this is all in place and totally controlled by our own people, independently of the power structure of the United States of America, you know what I mean? That's the first step. Economics. Nothing can be brought into existence without economics. Point blank. How you gonna build it? With no income and no structured system that's bringing forth capital. You know what I mean? Economics. Second, let me say this again. Nation state. Nation state. Let me. This is another definition. Nation state is a state that self-identifies as deriving its political legitimately from serving as a sovereign entity. For a nation, hold on, can I put this? For a nation as a sovereign territorial unit. The state is a political and geopolitical entity. The nation is a cultural and ethnic. One nation state implies that they both coincide geographically. Period. Now let me say that again. Nation state is a state that self-identifies as deriving its political legitimacy from serving as a sovereign entity for a nation as a sovereign territorial unit. The state is a political and geopolitical entity. The nation is a cultural and ethnic one. Nation state implies that they both coincide geographically. You see what I'm saying? So that's just letting you know what a nation and state is. You see what I'm saying? It's basically serving as a sovereignty. We are, it's a sovereign nation. State. You know what I mean? And the state is where this structure comes into the picture. Your political structure. The state is how you set up your political structure. That is the state. Political structure is your politics and your political positions and your political system that's structured and your people that's in place in this political structure that's going to protect your economic structure, man. That's all politics is. You be seeing the Empire of America and all these congressmen and all these their political structure and their governmental structure, as far as their Congress, their their Congress, their politicians, period. That's their job. Their job is to protect their economic structure, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we need independently. You know what I mean? As far as the state, that's what the state is. And the social structure is what comes from your economic structure. You see what I'm saying? Your social structure is when we all together in groups, you know what I mean, and we're socially working together to build up our economic structure to get to the point where we build up the political structure to protect your economic and social status as a sovereign nation, the Republic of New Africa. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the P.S.E.S. system is, man, and what Dr. Amari Obadeli brought forth in his book, man. Like, this is what we gotta get on. This is what it's about. If you claim you're talking about building up, you know what I mean, building your people up, it's all about nation state building. You know what I mean? Period. P.S.E.S, man. Your political, social, economic structure is what we should be fighting for and coming together as a collective unit to build and put in place, man. And at this point, I can see we're not really doing that, man. Some of the comrades are, but some of it, like I said, it goes back to this ignorant pride. These cats who kick all this liberation and all this righteous stuff on your internet every day, these cats are not trying to nation state build, man. Because if they was, they'd be trying to join some kind of formation of the New African Independence Movement or some kind of formation that's out here trying to build a nation of their own within the borders of North America, man, in the United States of America, man. Like Dr. Ali Muhammad and I seen the other cat talking about on the video, man. You must get in your community and join a formation, a liberation organization, or some kind of organization that's trying to build a nation, man. If you're not trying to get in an organization or part of a movement that's trying to build a nation, I'm going to put it to you like this. You're wasting your time, you're talking too much, and you're not trying to liberate your people, man, or you're not trying to gain independence as a people, man. So basically, you're making the problem worse because you're a distraction. We don't need no distraction when we're trying to nation build, man. You know what I mean? So cut out all the facade and all the faking, man, and let's get rid of this ignorant pride, and let's get on this P.S.E.S, man, political, social, economic structured system, man, and let's build this nation, man, and protect it. You know what I mean? Again, P.S. P.S.E.S. What is that? That's your economic structure you must build first. Then comes your social structure that manifests out of the economic structure. At last, it's the political structure that we build to protect our nation, our indigenous nation, and get free. Simple as that. If you don't got no independence and you're not in control of your own destiny, economically, politically, socially, you're not free. You're a slave. See, today's slavery is neo-slavery, man. And what is neo-slavery? Economically impoverished people, man. Simple as that, man. If you ain't doing nothing, if we can't do nothing economically independent of this power structure, we are not free. So let's get this P.S.E.S. thing cracking, man. And I'm going to sign off right here, man. Haki Kweli Shakur, the seed of Carlos A. Cook, the seed of the revolutionary Gabriel Prosser. And let's cut out this ignorant pride and let's build this P.S.E.S. like it's supposed to be built. And some of our comrades are already doing, you know what I mean? And let's get free, man. Power to the people who don't feel freedom, man. And the ones who refuse to be freed on. Salute.